Welcome back to the One Ring Star Farmhouse. It is an exciting day because seed mail. I don't know about you all, but things have been pretty gloomy around here and we are just ready for something exciting to start happening. So I thought it'd be really fun if I opened it with you all and showed you what it is that I bought this year. The first one I got is this California Wonder Sweet Pepper. I told you I had a real fail with my peppers last year. I had some overspray from the fields by me, and I'm really hoping that I can get some peppers growing really nice this year. I'd like to have enough to be able to freeze some and use it through the winter, like this time of year when I am making a bunch of chilies and things. I got two types of onions. I got the Walla Walla onion seeds, and the Walla Wallas are sweet onions that grow in the summer that are not good for storing, but they grow nice, big, sweet bulbs that are good for using all through the summer and into the fall. And then I also ordered the yellow sweet Spanish Utah onions. Those are more of a storage variety. I have a couple of lettuces still, but I did buy one more. It's a romaine variety. One of my sons really likes romaine lettuce, and this is like the red tinged leaves, so it's a really pretty one. I was disappointed last year with my slicing tomatoes, so I decided to get another variety of nice big slicing tomatoes, and this year I am trying beefsteak tomatoes. I got this buttergold variety of sweet corn. I really wanted a classic yellow variety this year. The last couple years I've been growing this white variety that is super sweet, but also kind of like small sweet kernels, and I just wanted something with a little more of that classic corn flavor. Okay, there's a second packet of corn. I did buy 2 packs of the corn because I want enough to freeze again. I got 2 varieties of peas also. Sugar Daddy Snap Peas is for fresh eating and for eating with the pods. And Green Arrow is a shelling pea that is for shelling, and also said it was good for, is a good variety for freezing. So I really would like to grow enough peas to have extra this year for freezing some extra. I've had friends with decent amount of success freezing the pods of the Sugar Snap Peas as well. So we'll give it a try. We'll see how much we grow, see how much the kids eat, and try and freeze any extra. I heard they were doing this with some of their seed packets. This is one of the neat things about Botanical Interest is they have a lot of good information inside their seed packets, but this had a little bit of a issue in transit. So it's got a little sticky thing on there to hold it in place. This is fennel. I'm trying a different variety of fennel to try and get a bigger head, bigger bulb here in the Midwest. The kind of classic Florence fennel doesn't do so well at getting a big head here in my area. So I'm gonna try, someone said to try a different variety, but the leaves of fennel are also super awesome. My kids like to just go and chew on them because they taste a little bit licoricey. And then fennel seed is something that I use in my cooking as well. 1 kilo slow bolt Napa cabbage. I wanted to grow Napa cabbage last year, but I was done buying seeds. I bought enough seeds last year, so I got a set of some seeds for Napa cabbage this year. Napa cabbage is the type of cabbage that you use to make kimchi, and I want to make some kimchi. I've been eating some kimchi lately because I've been watching K-dramas. Burgundy broccoli is a sprouting variety, so instead of like producing predominantly a nice large big head in the middle and then getting maybe a handful of little side shoots off the sides afterwards, this is grown more for its side shoots. So you get a medium to small size head in the middle, but then you get more side shoots growing off. So this is what I decided would be good for me because my family likes to eat broccoli a lot, but it's like when I go and buy a 6-pack of broccoli at the store, plants all basically ripen at the same time. And so then I have 6 giant heads of broccoli, and that's really more than we need for a week. So the idea with these is that you're getting multiple side shoots over a longer stretch of time. So rather than that like boom or bust, it's like more broccoli to eat over time. I got a gourmet beet blend. Always like to grow some beets. I keep trying with the golden beets. I haven't had tons of success with the golden beets, so I'm gonna give them a try again with this set. Okay, then I have 2 more that are the big packs, and maybe you noticed that a lot of these are just kind of like the basics. I have a bunch of seeds still of all the kind of stuff on the periphery, the kind of extras where I only grow a couple of this, a couple of that. But the things that are like my garden staples, I've used up all the seeds, so I needed more. I needed more corn, I needed more peas. And here's another one. I needed more carrot seeds. And I also needed more green bean seeds. The carrots are Danvers 126. These ones are supposed to do particularly well in heavy soils, heavy clay soils, and that's definitely what I've got here on my new homestead. And the green beans that I got for this year are jade bush beans. Nice straight pods and stringless. I got some more sweet peas. This is the Mammoth blend, so they're supposed to be nice and big and good for cutting. Botanical Interest always sends a seed starting guide along with it and a little thank you pack of seeds, a mescaline mix, which is nice to have. I did end up going with Botanical Interest this year. I had looked at a couple of different places to try and decide, you know, where there are some places where you can get cheaper seeds. And last year, I'll link to the video up here of where I unboxed my seed order from Botanical Interest last year. But I do particularly remember thinking last year that, oh, this isn't as cheap as I remember it being in the past. But I realized kind of a mistake I had made last year is I hadn't actually paid attention to price when I was looking at different varieties. So Botanical Interest has they've got a range of prices. And so if you're going for something that's a little more specialty, you might find that the price is definitely more expensive than kind of your old standard. So in the end, I was comparing a couple of different companies where I have ordered from before. I wanted to try M.I. Gardner this year. I haven't bought seeds from them yet, but they do have inexpensive seeds. But two of the issues with M.I. Gardner that I came up against was a number of the things that I specifically wanted were sold out. And then some of these things, their seed packets are cheaper, but sometimes that's just because there's less seeds. And that's really great for backyard gardeners. And I know that Luke definitely comes from the place of backyard gardening. And even with like corn in particular, he's not a fan of growing corn at all. And so his corn packets had a third of the amount of seeds that these corn packets did. And so it's good when you're working on a small scale to be able to get smaller seed packets, but it just wasn't what I needed. So I did go with Botanical Interest for my seed order again this year. But that's all for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you like gardening content, please hit subscribe. I am so excited for the gardening season to get started. We're going to be doing some seed starting coming up soon. So I hope that you will follow along.